Hello, this is old Mr. Kent of MrKent.com, and I think I'm finally getting the hang of with my Mobius camera connected to the bottom of my tablet, but I still have a little bit of shakiness to get rid of. So anyway, I thought, I'd try it out, and what we're going to do, oh, by the way, in the last two videos, I've talked about the storm we had. One fella commented that he measured nearly an inch in the time that the storm was came over, and I don't know, it might have lasted 20 minutes to half an hour, but that was a whole lot of water. And so in those two videos, I talk about that. In this video, I'm gonna review what I saw this morning on my e-bike. I thought it'd be kind of fun to share it. As I start down the road on my e-bike, I notice there's water running down the side of the road, or in a little ditch next to the road. And I thought, well, what's going on? And then there was these couple of guys, they from the construction outfit. They were walking upstream. In other words, walking toward me. I thought something's going on that they don't like. And so I decided, okay, I'm going to look into this a little bit more. And so what happened was this farm field that you see on the left here, see, they're still farming that. That someday will be part of, who knows, part of a shopping center or something. But anyway, it's got plans to be changed. But you see the water collected at the end of those fields, section of his field. Well, yesterday's video showed a lot more in there. And what he was doing was he was draining those sections of his field, and running them into the ditch along the side of the road. Now, before, that wasn't too bad because everything downstream from him, there you can get a better view. He didn't get to see the other side of the field, probably slants towards the other direction. So I think that's probably why they still have water in them. But anyway, you can see where he notched out the ends of the little dividers, and the water ran down and came all the way out onto the road. And as I turn around here, we'll zoom in, and you can see where he he must have just taken a big shovel and dug a big trench right alongside that road that's right next to the field. By the way, if you hear something in the background, that could either be my wife sewing, or we have a weather vane outside, which when the breeze blows, the propeller vibrates. So that's probably what you're hearing a lot of the time. So anyway, it came out through that opening and then ran down this trench that I'm following along. And right about in this area near the center of the screen, that's where I noticed the water was running. And then that's also where the guys, further down by the haystacks, the guys were walking up trying to figure out, they were using their cell phones to take pictures, trying to figure out where the water was coming from. And it's stopped by the time I got the drone up. But what happened is in the center of the screen, you'll see a big pond. These are there for flood control, but that pond down there, by the time I finished my e-bike ride, that thing was right up to the brim, and and the water was still coming in. But of course, eventually it stopped because all the water that was in his field that would drain out, drained out. And also, when I went by on my e-bike, they were trying to do something with a road grader. I'll put a cut of that in. They were trying to do something to get to make a road or something. So anyway, that was kind of interesting. So here we're getting up close, and you can see where the water came off the side of the road and drained right into that pond. And it's pretty full right there, as you can see. But anyway, so that was my exciting ride this morning. Of course, I went to other places besides that. I got to stop by and visit with my grandson as he was waiting for a school bus. And so it was I had a nice bike ride this morning, as I do most every morning. So now we're headed back, and I want to say that I intend to continue talking about parts of the Bible that I really like, and I'm planning on the next section, the next video that I tell some stories about it. I think I'm going to talk about Noah's Ark and the flood. one of my favorite subjects. If you want to check it out in the Bible, it's in chapter 6 and 7 in Genesis, and then it goes on to 8 and 9 with more and more details, which we will be covering. But the reason God flooded the earth was because, as he said, he in the old King James it says he repented that he had created man. Man became so wicked and violent, and he says the Bible says that every man's heart was filled with wickedness, and so it's like God just wanted to get rid of them and start over again. It's kind of like a painter when a painter's doing a painting and it's just not coming out right. Then I can't remember if it's fresco or whatever it is he puts over the top of the old paint and starts over new. And that was God's plan. And of course he couldn't kill everybody. And it says that Noah walked with God, which means, like so many people that I've known, they were so close to the Lord that everything they did had to do with Him. And so, and then it says, the Bible says that he found grace in the eyes of the Lord. And so he was the most righteous man on earth. Could have been. But anyway, as we come in, we'll get to more about Noah and his ark in future videos. But as we come in, there I am standing down there with my Mobius camera connected to the bottom of my Triple Tech tablet. So we're coming down, and I'm looking up, and then I'm going to go ahead and aim up at the sky and see if we can find it in there. And right at the bottom of that insert, you can see with my shaky hands, you can see the drone is coming in, dropping down, just like we see in the picture. So anyway, I was able to keep it in more or less in the center of the picture, which is what been one of my problems has been, and I finally figured out what to do to because I can't see the image when I'm filming with my Mobius camera. So anyway, we'll watch him come in and land, and we got a crew coming. I think it's day after tomorrow to work on our roof, which I talked about in a previous video. So they're nice folks, and they're going to do what they can to make us happy. So as we come in to land, we'll see if we can hit the spot. And I want to thank you for watching my videos, and God bless.